Hello and welcome to this video series. Today we're going to talk about how can you secure your computer system. Now, the most important thing to notice is to realize when you have some symptoms in your computer that could indicate trouble. Some of these symptoms includes pop-ups of advertisements that you get when you're browsing all the time. Also, if you notice that settings have been changed, that you haven't changed, or that they cannot change back to their original setting. Also, if you start seeing in your web browser different buttons that were not there, or bars or components that you never installed or download. Also, if your antivirus software suddenly disables itself, or if it's not automatically updating. And also, if when you are not using your computer, or when your computer is idle, if you notice that your hard drive light flashes continuously, then that could indicate that it's doing something else in the background. And if it's not something that you initiated or scheduled, it can probably be something bad for your computer. Now, how can we prevent bad things from happening to our computers? Well, first of all, we have to be smart by not opening any unknown files or any unknown files from unknown sources. So make sure you confirm the address of the links in your status bar before clicking on any of them. Do not click on any links that comes from emails that you are not 100% sure of their source. Also, and this is one of the most important things, make backups of anything important that you have in your computer. And you can define something important as something that you cannot afford to lose, or that will affect you if you lose it. It's very important to buy an external hard drive, and nowadays they are becoming cheaper by the year and larger in their capacity, and just back up everything you have in that hard drive and keep it secure. Also, remember to keep your system updated and allow the auto update feature of Windows and your software and security center to be on. This is important because there are new vulnerabilities always discovered and hackers trying to get in our computers all the time. So by enabling auto updates, we can guarantee that the patches that the software companies create to protect us are installed safely in your computer. Now, there are some files that are exposed more than others. As you know, all computer files have an extension that is denoted by the dot and then letters. For example, a picture file will be identified with the extension .jpg or .gif for gift. For example, there are many different types of extensions. Also, for example, a text file will be identified with an extension .txt for text. A Word document will be shown with an extension .doc or .docx for document. So the most dangerous extension files or file extensions are the ones that end with .com or .bat and .exe. This exe stands for executable, BAT stands for batch, and these files, what they do is that they are the ones used to execute commands in your computer that will do things like installing new software and also change configuration of your system, sending emails, etc., etc. So these are the most vulnerable files. Now, by default, Windows do not show the extension of files, so you have to activate it every time you have a new installation of Windows. In Windows 7, you can easily do this by going to the settings, control panel, then looking for folder options and uncheck show hidden files and folders. By checking show hidden files and folders, and then also uncheck hide extensions of known file types. And if you don't do this, you won't see the extensions on the files. So if you are unwilling or you feel not confident to change this setting, you can watch one of my videos that shows you exactly how to do it. Or the safest things to do is simply do not click on these kinds of files. So if you don't see the extensions or haven't changed this setting, it's very easy for a hacker to give you a file called, for example, cutekitten.jpg. And since you won't see the extension, you will only see the name, You will think that .gpg is part of the extension, when in fact it's just part of the name. If you show the extensions, then you will see that the file is really called cutekitten.jpg.exe. So this is a trick from the hackers that will try you to double click on this picture that you think is a image file, and instead it's an executable file, and this for sure will bring negative consequences to your computer. Now, securing your computer is really a layered initiative, or you have to think it as different layers of an onion. So you have the physical layer that consists in preventing physical access to your equipment. In other words, don't leave your computer unattended, or don't leave the computer with access to people that you don't trust or know. You can lock your computer when you're away by pressing the Windows key and the L key. This will lock it up and require a password to log in. There is also a network layer that you have to take care of, and this is normally protected using firewalls. There is also a system layer where you protect it by keeping your system up to date with the latest antivirus, anti-spyware programs, and also updating your operating system regularly. And you finally have the user accounts layer of defense, where you create strong passwords that include letters and numbers, and also special characters. Remember that if you create a password that is a simple password that can be found in a dictionary, it will be very susceptible to what is called a dictionary attack. So for example, if you do that, any computer software can break your password in less than 2 or 3 seconds. Now, you should install protection every time you buy a new computer. The good thing is that Windows already comes with its own firewall, so you will be protected in the network layer, and so it's important that you do not turn it off. Normally it's on by default, but it's also important that you don't turn it on. Off. I will have a video in the future explaining how to use the Windows firewall, so check my channel soon for these videos. You should also install an antivirus software protection and keep it up to date. And there are different kinds. There are commercial software that you can buy, like the most popular are Norton, McAfee, and Kaspersky. But there are other free ones that don't cost anything and that I strongly recommend. My favorite is AVG Free Edition, as you can see there. But there is also Avira, Avast, and also Microsoft has a security essential antivirus that you can download. Now, there is also anti-spyware software that really tries to detect any breach of your identity, or something that will try to steal your identity. So this also should be run, once or twice per week, and should be allowed to perform automated scans. Again, this software can also come in 2 flavors. There is commercial software that you pay for, like SpySweeter, Symantec, and McAfee. So the same people that provide you antiviruses, they also have anti-spyware software. And there is also free software that you can download right now and check for spyware. The most popular ones are SpyBoot, Search and Destroy. It's one of my favorites. There is also AdAware. And Windows also has its own anti-spyware software that is included, or you can download, and it's called Windows Defender. That is very good, and many times is overlooked. So there is other final important facts that you have to consider. When you are in a public Wi-Fi, if you don't have to put a password, most probably your data will be not encrypted, so it won't be secure. So anybody can intercept whatever you are typing and breach your confidentiality or security. So make sure you use encryption when you are sending something important. You can check that the encryption is enabled when you are surfing a web page, but the little green lock that will show next to the web address. Also, don't trust any email links. Create strong passwords, again with letters and numbers, so they cannot be cracked easily. Don't post your children's names, full birthdays, or any identifying information online, especially in these social media websites like Facebook or Twitter. Do not give your entire daily itinerary or schedule, because through social engineering or through hacking, it's possible to really put you at risk. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions, and thank you for watching.